On a Monday evening, our News Watch continues on KCBS. Perhaps you've seen the photo taken from a plane. More than 2,000 people showed up at San Francisco's Ocean Beach Saturday. They gathered to form a giant human banner which read "No Kings." Joining us live on the KCBS Ring Central Newsline to talk about it is the man who put it together, Brad Newsham. And Brad, this isn't the first time you've done it. Years ago, working as a cab driver in San Francisco, you began gathering people to form human banners with political messages. Why do you do it?
Oh, boy. Back in 2005, when I was one of those people who was incensed that George Bush had taken us into a war that we had no business going into. And I was one of those angry people typing at my computer with everybody else with their analysis. And I realized this isn't doing it. Something's missing here. What do we need? We need some art. And I spent about a year just mulling that over. And what do we need? And really mulling it hard. And I flew a lot that one summer, and at the 2006. And at the end of the summer, my wife and I were sitting at the kitchen table, and our 9-year-old daughter Sarah walked out and said, "Have you guys ever heard of Google Earth?" And I was lifted out of my chair. Suddenly I was in the middle of the kitchen walking around. "Daddy, what's the matter? Brad, are you okay?" And I saw it. I saw 1,000 people lying on Ocean Beach in San Francisco, and filmed from above with the Golden Gate Bridge in the background says the message in a blink: impeach. And from that moment, for the next 10 weeks, I did nothing but live and dream and breathe that event. And on the day, January 6th, 2007, 2 days after Nancy Pelosi became Speaker of the House, that vision became a reality. There it was. Well,
and talk about it becoming a reality, because you have to get a permit, you have to hope that people show up, you have to hire a plane to fly over to take the photo op. Is it something you look forward to or something you dread?
I got to tell you, both, but they are grueling and they are excruciating, and the pressure and the stress of it all, it just about can kill you, and you think you're going crazy, and then it's showtime. It's the day of, and I get up in the morning, and all that's left to do is to do what the job I have set up to do, and it feels so liberating, and I never quite feel quite so much myself and so at ease as on the day of. No one would look at me on those days usually and see, oh, the guy looks like he has it together. Man, it's so hard to pull one of these off.
Well, and the events, these giant human banners, strike me as both serious and whimsical. Is that the mood among the people who show up to help you out with it?
Yeah, we've all been to the huge rallies, and there's certainly a place and a need for the huge rallies with 250,000 people and, or 50,000 like we had over the weekend in San Francisco. But a lot of times you get to, cities, what those people's experience of that is and was mine was that, you're standing in a huge crowd listening to someone you've never heard of scream at you through a loudspeaker, and after 5 minutes, all your energy is gone. And it's necessary. We got to get out in the streets like that. But can't we do something better? And I realize that people really want to do something that they can participate in, that they're part of. And when that idea for filming it from above came to me, I was like, oh yeah, there it is. It took me a year of mulling it, but there it was. And I hear that from so many people. That's the most common comment that I get is these are the most peaceful, joyful, connecting, community-minded rallies that I've ever been to. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that alone makes all the stress and the worry, and there's so much that can go wrong. There's just so much that could go wrong. And it makes it all worthwhile.
That was Brad Newsham, the man who put together the giant human banner at Ocean Beach on Saturday. He lives in Oakland and was a longtime cab driver. We appreciate your time.